Well, welcome here, Sherry. I'm so
Thank you.
excited to be able to have you here, and thank you for coming in the mountains with me this morning.
Thanks for inviting me.
Yeah, and we have an exciting topic today. We have lots of young mothers who are trying to get out and be runners, and you do that every day, and I'm excited to be able to share with them about how you actually are able to do that. So could we start with just telling a little bit about yourself?
Yeah, I'm a mother of 4. I have my oldest daughter is 13. I have a 9-year-old daughter, and then I have twin 5-year-olds.
Oh, twins.
Yeah,
I didn't
so
know that.
they keep me busy and on my toes, and they kind of are why I do a lot of fitness. They keep me moving a lot, so we do a lot together outside, but then I also need a release, and that's why I do workouts and things like that. I'm also a group fitness instructor. I've been doing that for 13 years. Anything from yoga to spinning on the bike to HIIT training classes, so like high intensity interval training.
Yeah, and that's actually where I met you, and you are such a motivating instructor, and you're so cute, and I just love going to your classes.
Thank you, that means a lot.
So, yeah, I love it. I've got some questions here, so I'll keep looking at my notes here. And you're also a part of a group that I noticed, the Crazy Mother Runners.
Yeah.
How did you guys get together? What do you do?
So that's on
that?
Instagram. I have 2 best friends, Carson Gay and Marnie Malini, and we run trails, and Saturday mornings are big long run days, like a lot of runners, and we'd find ourselves on a peak and take a lot of pictures, and then we'd post them on our personal Instagram, and we felt like we were always putting so many running pictures. We thought, well, maybe it would be fun if we just combined all of them together onto an Instagram page, kind of to motivate others, and that's how it started. And Instagram's kind of become a big place to find sponsorships and other running friends, and we've made a lot of best friends just from having our Instagram page. So.
Yeah. Well, it's fun. You guys have some amazing pictures on there.
Thanks.
And it's been really fun to follow your group, because I'm also a mother runner, and I find it's hard to get out there, and seeing your pictures way up on the peaks makes me feel like I can do it too. And I'll show them to my kids, and they get excited for me to go out too.
Cool.
And so it's very inspiring.
Thank you.
I love it.
Thanks.
And so how do you balance that? You said you go out on Saturdays for your long runs, but tell us a little bit more about how you balance being a mother and also being a fitness trainer and running. That's a
lot of times people on pictures that we post, they always say, oh, I wish I had time in the middle of the day to go do that. And most of the time I have to say, it's not in the middle of the day. I woke up at 4 a.m. and this picture was taken by 6 a.m. and I'm home before 8, before the kids are going, and school time is even harder, that we're up and we're home by 7. So the key for me is getting out in the early mornings before my family is up, and before I have to do my mom duties of making lunches and running kids to school. So that's the biggest thing for me, is making sure that I schedule out my fitness time and running time just as I would anything else during the day. When I am teaching group fitness, I take the kids with me to the gym, and I found a good gym that has kids care, and so the kids can come with me during the day. But that's the biggest thing, is it's devotion of getting up early and making the time.
Do you ever have times in the morning where you're like, oh, I don't want to get up?
Of course, I think everybody does, and that 4 a.m. or 4:30 hurts. But as soon as you're up and as soon as you see a beautiful sunrise, it's completely worth it. And you look down on the city and you think, half the people aren't even awake yet, and we've climbed a mountain, and I think that gives you inspiration through everything else you do during the day, thinking if I can climb this, I could do anything.
That really is that is really something you think about. I climbed a mountain today. I climbed a mountain before anybody else even woke up, and so
kind of cool.
Whatever other challenges you have, I can see how that would be really helpful and inspiring you to climb your other mountains too.
I also have good support system. I have a great husband that he knows Saturdays are his morning with the kids, so they get up when they're ready. They go on a hike, and that's his Saturday mornings with them. And I have daytime throughout the week stuff that we'll do, but Saturday mornings we've kind of developed a system that he's cool with his time with the kids on hikes or bike riding, and he's okay with me running. So but if he wants to go camping or something, we balance it. But a support system is really key. If it's friends that you run with, that they've developed a schedule with you, that no matter what, you guys show up. And also on the other side, that having good family support to help with kids, things like that. So
that sounds like a really good network, having the accountability of having your friends that you're meeting up with, and then also having that support network. And your husband, but also your children, they sound like they're your cheerleaders too.
Yeah, definitely.
So what are some of the benefits? I mean, you do all this scheduling, and you have all this accountability and support, and sometimes it's hard to get out of bed, but what do you see are the benefits? What kind of keeps you going to keep you motivated?
I got into fitness when I was in college, and I noticed that I would have some down moments in my just mental state. I think, everybody goes through those little bouts of depression or just anxiety, and I realized that exercise combated that, and that if I could get out every day and get my heart rate up, I felt better, my mind worked better, and you just think more clearly, and it helped with my hormone balance and mental state. And so that's where I started fitness, and I've realized that just as important as eating healthy, taking care of your body, it helps take care of your mind, which in turn, as a mother, you take better care of everyone around you. So if you've taken the time for yourself, you can take time for everyone else. And that was the biggest thing, is making sure that fitness is my way of keeping mentally strong. And I think moms are hard on themselves, and they feel selfish taking that time to take care of themselves, but it kind of has that reverse effect, that if you take care of yourself, you can balance and take care of your children better.
Right.
So that's a huge benefit to me. So
yeah, I see that too, and I just see you just having so much energy every day. I bet your kids just love you. And
well, by 8 o'clock,
and
maybe not.
Yeah. Well, and
everyone gets tired by a certain time. Time for bed.
Yeah, it's probably easier to get your kids just like, okay, it's time for bed.
Yeah,
we all need to get going.
Yeah.
I get that too. Just it gives me so much more energy, and I'm so much more of a fun mom when I can get out.
Yeah.
So
clears your mind, and sometimes moms kind of mask themselves in that all they are moms, that all they do is take care of their kids. But a lot of times, and sometimes I felt like that when I had tiny little kids at home, that all I did was, take care of kids. But if you get your kids outside with you and get them enjoying the outdoors, they fall in love with it as much as you have. And so not only are you getting out and getting your heart rate up, but you're teaching your kids about the outdoors and about biking or hiking in nature. So that's another fun aspect, is the knowledge of outdoors with your kids.
Yeah, and teaching them through example, and when they see you doing that and being happy and healthy, then when they want to be happy and healthy, and if they get those feelings like you talked about, hormone imbalance, or your mind doesn't feel completely where you want it to be, then getting outside and getting healthy and exercising in the mountains can help them to feel really happy, and they'll always have that picture of you in their mind.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So I know we're making the interview just short enough to make it easy to watch, and do you have any, just as we finish up here, any words of encouragement or things that you can say, any tips that you want to share for others that are trying to just step over that barrier and just get out there?
I think the biggest thing is have a network. of people, even if it's by social media. Stay accountable with somebody. So if you set out to, go on a hike or go running or work out, every Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday, set out a plan and put that out there. Tell somebody that that's what you're doing so you can be accountable and just do it. I think that's the biggest thing is don't be fearful of the mountains or starting a new exercise routine. You just have to start. You just have to do it. And you'll realize it's not as scary or as hard as you think it is. So just have somebody to be accountable, a good network of friends and people. And just make yourself get up and go.
Those are some really good takeaways.
Good.
Accountability, a network, and just get up and go.
There you go.
I think we can do it.
Good.
All right. Well, I feel really inspired that I can get up and go. I
inspire me too. I'm excited for you and your trail run race coming up.
Yes, I do have some fun things coming up ahead of me. So it's fun to maybe you're another accountability partner.
Good.
Now that you know what my
race
I have a race coming up. So we'll keep each other posted on what we're doing and thanks for being here. It's a beautiful backdrop here close to our homes. We're very fortunate to live here in this area. So all right, thank you.
Thanks.